Good morning. It's still morning here on the West Coast. Hi, everyone. Hi, Melissa. Hi, Smiley Face. Hi, ladies. And I know I'm cutting my head off. I'm having trouble this morning. Big shocker. Excuse me. My phone, I'm streaming through my phone, and my phone is barely standing up. I accidentally left my phone stand at my parents' house. So, oopsie. So you won't see the top of my head. And my hair actually looks pretty decent today. So there's always, it's like a wedding, this live stream. It's like a wedding. You know, something is always going to go wrong here. So whatever. It is what it is, you guys. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so unprofessional. But I'm here. Yay. Hello. Hello. Hi, Scout. New York. Yeah, Melissa, get your coffee, girl. You're going to need your coffee. This is awful. I am so sorry. I wonder if I can... What can I do? What can I do to fix this? I'm just scared I'm going to accidentally turn off the stream if I touch my phone because these things are so touchy. Well, you can see my eyes, so that's good. It just needs to be up a little higher. I wish hubby was here to help me. He's probably listening though. Help! Help! I need help. All right. Well, I apologize. It is what it is. So happy Saturday, everyone. If you haven't had a chance to go to my community page and have a look at this picture I posted, have a look. This is Kevin, my son's friend from Santa Cruz. This is what we're going to talk about later. We'll talk about it later, but I want you to go check it out if you haven't. If you're on your phone, try and do a screen cap and then zoom in on this. This thing right here. And then we'll talk about it later. You guys can tell me what you think it is. Some people are saying it's evil. Some people are saying it's just energy. There's a lot of different things about it. So I'll tell you what I think about it. I've actually been to that house, but we'll talk about that later. Okay. Oh my gosh. Well, yesterday my husband was surprised that I didn't do a live on the Lori Vello case. For why? Why do I need to do a live on the Lori Vello case? It was over. It's over for now. She's going to be going to Arizona, possibly facing the death penalty there, as she should. She absolutely should. So she's going to face, hopefully, the death penalty. I say hopefully. You know, I'm supposed to be like soft and spiritual because I'm a psychic medium. I'm not. I'm kind of a jerk sometimes about these situations because I get angry that people are killing people. So, yeah, I'm not like the psychic who's very soft and spiritual and, just they were having a bad day or this. That's not me. That is not me. I'm salty. I'm pissed off that people are being murdered. These children were murdered. It's just awful. Here comes Spirit. Hello, who is it? Ding dong, who's here? This doesn't happen a lot. It always happens. I always get Spirit when I'm here. Okay. Oh, how do I change the slow mode? How do I change the slow mode? I don't know. I'm sorry. I thought slow mode meant that it's going to scroll slow for me so that I can see stuff. Oh, okay. Okay, well, okay, hold on. Did that change it? I just pressed something. Did that change it? Help! Scout, help me, help me. How do I change it? Take a book to level it out. Okay. Hey, Scout, let me ask you. If I make you a moderator, can you fix it for me? So, Scout, if I make you a moderator, can you fix it for me? I'm going to try. Okay, hold on. Can review and remove chat messages and hide or, okay, can manage blocked words. All right, Scout, I'm volunteering you. I don't know if you want to be a moderator. You don't have to do anything if you don't want to, but I did make you a moderator. How do you even know that? How do you guys even know that? Okay, thanks, you're checking. Okay. You guys are so smart. I don't know how to do a lot of this stuff. Every time I have to learn something, I have to go on YouTube and YouTube it and figure it out. So, it says it in our chat box. Okay. I'm sorry, I'm so lame. Let's see. I'm sorry. It's just gonna have to be slow unless I can get some help with it. So we'll see. A 24-second delay. Okay, so that's a little bit. That's okay, I guess. It's better than not being able to talk or have you guys hear me. So I'll go ahead and I'll keep going. What was I talking about? Was I talking about Lori Vallow? Yeah, so she's gonna go. Okay, yeah, I'm salty. I'm salty. I am. I'm intolerant. I don't like people murdering people, and I'm so sick. I'm so sick of people coming and telling me, oh, well, it's, innocent until proven guilty. Innocent until proven guilty. You know who made up that ball of crap? Oh, okay. Thank you, Scout. Thank you. Okay, well, you can stay a moderator if that's okay. I'll just leave it because I'm not sure how I can change you back. I'm sorry. So you know who made up that rule of innocent until proven guilty? No offense, but it was men, the ones who commit most of the crimes in the world. Men. Let's have some women come out and change some laws, change some rules around. I mean, I'm not trying to be an ass, but it's true. This is this is a fact. Innocent until proven guilty. Why? How does a human being, how do we take our minds that are connected to the universe, connected to God, higher power, energy, everything? We're connected to the divine. How do we set aside our feelings and knowledge of these crimes and say, okay, well, the law, man's law says, they're innocent. No, just stop. It's just garbage. So death penalty absolutely should be on the table for Lori in Arizona. I'm not sorry. She's a murderer. She's a murderer. So Um, did you see her smiling even after the verdict was read yesterday? She was smiling at the end, looking directly into the cameras. She's not possessed. She's not criminally insane. She's greedy. She is selfish. She, like so many other people have said, it was for sex, money, and power. And we mostly see men typically, historically, do bad things for these sex, money, and power things. But no, she did it. She did it. There is a red line next to my name, Melissa says. Let me see, Melissa. Well, you're not in a timeout. You're not hidden. I don't know what that means, Melissa, but I can see your text. Hi, Robin. So I apologize, you guys. I really need to get, yeah, I don't see a red line next to your name either, Melissa. Once I get a laptop, I'll be much better. I don't have super chat in here because I don't have enough people yet. But I did put up a tip jar on my channel if you guys want to help me buy a laptop. No pressure. If it's $1, $5, I appreciate every penny to help me help out the channel. There's some equipment I need. Well, I need to get the laptop. And then I think I'm going to use StreamYard to do for the live call-ins, audio and video for that. I'm not going to go nuts with equipment though. I think I need to get a microphone. Those aren't expensive. Lighting, I'm not really worried about lighting or anything. So yeah, anyway, thank you. If you are able to give me a tip, I appreciate it. Okay, so we have Chad, who will be next up. I hope they let us in the courtroom for that one because I want to see him. I want to read his energy because I've told you guys how I see him already. I can tune into him psychically. And he's shitting his pants. I'm sorry for cussing. He's shitting his pants. He's sick to his stomach. He's going to turn on Lori like nobody's business. And yeah, I mean, I haven't heard anything if they're speaking or communicating, corresponding in any way. But I think he has shut down his marriage. I think he shut down any relationship or any communication. So I don't think he's having anything to do with Lori. Yeah, he should be, right? He should be sick to his stomach. And like I said before, Chad gives people like me a bad name. You know, because he's telling people he's the Messiah and Lori was, what is she, a princess or something, or queen? I don't know what they said exactly, but and from past lives. So Chad's talking about their past lives, which is a real thing. It's a real thing. And, you know, you yourself may feel like you know someone from a past life. Maybe somebody you work with, maybe a relative, or maybe all of a sudden you're standing in the store and you're like, oh my God, why do you seem so familiar to me? This is really weird. You know, so these things are true. These things happen. These things are real. Past lives are real, in my opinion, because I have memories of them. And like I've mentioned, I have connections with a couple of women who we think we knew each other because there's just, you know, there's something real about it. And as a psychic, I can start seeing visions and things, and it's nothing crazy. It's just like, well, we know each other, you know, we knew each other. just like, for example, my old coworker from school, Janet. I know. See, here comes Spirit, and Spirit makes me want to cry. I know Janet and I, we were not a new friendship. We knew each other from a past life. I would go as far as to say Janet was a soul mate. Soulmate doesn't mean romantic. It doesn't mean sexual. It doesn't mean life partner. Soulmate, in my opinion, is someone who you just know each other. You know each other inside and out, up and down, all around. You just know. It's like you can read their mind, they can read your mind. And yeah, you can have more than one soulmate, in my opinion. That's my experience. So when Chad's talking about past lives, it sounds crazy. And the fact that he's a murderer makes it sound even more crazy, because you hear people talking, oh my God, he thought he's telling people he lived before and they were married before. You know, he's just giving me a bad name. Because he's taking something that's real and true, which is ability to have past lives, and he's using that. He's taking advantage of God, of the universe, because the universe does this for us, gives us these multiple lives. He's taking advantage of that because he knows it's a real thing, but he's using it as a liar and a cheat. And I was listening to Nancy Grace this morning on the Lori Daybell case, and she was talking to a woman on her show, and she's like, we talk about these things and we laugh at them. We laugh at what has happened, but it's not because it's funny. We're not laughing because it's funny. We're laughing because it's so horrific. We're going to have emotions. Hi, Shelley. Thank you. We have emotions over these things that happen. And we're trying to cope with it. We have to handle these emotions, this evil, this dark energy that people like Chad and Lori are bringing to the surface of the earth that we have to deal with. So for some people, like my friend Janet would laugh. And it seemed inappropriate at the time because it's like, oh my God, stop it, Janet. That's not, it's not funny. There were some funny situations that have happened over the course of our time at school. But she's like, that's just how I cope with it. I don't know. She's not a crier. I'm the crier. She's laughing, So people handle things in different ways. So when we're talking about these murder cases and things, it's hard to freaking process. It's hard to think about spirits coming in again. It's hard to wrap our minds around how someone could kill a little special needs 7-year-old boy. And what Nancy Grace was saying this morning is that Chad was going to inflict pain onto JJ and Tylee. How much pain should they go through? How much do you want them to suffer? I'm sorry, what? Well, Chad, we want you to suffer a lot. So maybe we'll start with shooting you in the leg. When you're assassinated, when you're put to death by fire, by gunshots, Chad, maybe the shooter should start with a foot, maybe your hand. Let's make sure you have a slow and awful, painful death, Chad, because that's what you've done. That's what you've done with these kids. It's unthinkable. Have I ever had demon experience due to being a psychic? They've tried to come in. as they do. They try to come in with everyone. It's not just me. They'll try and come in with anyone at any time. And that's something you need to know, and that's something you should be prepared for. Not in a scared way. Not in an anticipatory way. But just to be mindful that if you're going through something hard, maybe divorce, or you've lost a child in a pregnancy and something that just feels bad, dark energy can come in during those dark times and make you angry, make you want to do things, and just kind of softly speak these negative things into your life in the background. And that's when you have to say, look, these things happened. Yes, they happened. I'm still going to live my life. I have to keep going. I lost this child. This marriage didn't work out. That obviously wasn't my destiny. I have more living to do. So I'm going to leave those things where they're at and move forward without that anger, without feelings of revenge. And revenge is something interesting because it's like we wanted to get revenge on people for doing stuff to us or to our loved ones, you know. Like when my daughter was in high school, she was bullied. And I'll tell you what, it was a very hard for me to not go down to this school and choke out a couple of guys. Not that I actually could choke them to death, but I wanted to physically harm them. And the police weren't doing anything. There's police on campus. Oh, but they're not going to do anything. Anyway, there's times where we want revenge, right? So we don't want the negative energy to plant its seed in us and let it grow. And it's hard. It's hard to not let those seeds grow. As a mother, as a woman, as, you know, a protector, as a human being, our caveman sides want to get even. But it's not in our best interests, and it's not in our loved ones' best interests. And I apologize if I'm getting off track, but let me say this to you. I think I've said this before, but spirits, our loved ones who are gone, don't want us to get even. They don't. This is gonna sound weird. This is gonna sound weird, you guys. They don't want revenge. If they were murdered, they don't want revenge. It's like, well, I don't want them to hurt anybody else, but I'm dead, so what's the use? But, you know, for fear of them going out and possibly hurting someone else in whatever way, other than that, no, don't go look for trouble. Don't go look for the murderer. Don't try and take care of things yourself, you know. But that's what we want to do as family members. Do you remember Ellie Nestler? Her son was molested by somebody, and Ellie Nestler went into the courtroom here in California and killed the guy. Because that's how we feel. That's what we want. That's how we feel inside. We want to kill someone who's hurt our loved ones. And that's our flesh, but our souls say otherwise. So we have to be mindful. We have to help each other through it. We have to remind each other that it's not a good choice. It's not a good decision to do harm. And I know it's hard. Hold me back, you guys, because if something ever happens, I don't even want to say, if something were to ever happen, you'll need to hold me back. I mean, because I go ape. I absolutely go ape. Yeah, I'm just reading your guys' comments. Yeah. Yeah, I guess I agree with Melissa K. Spirits, I guess they kind of do speak monotone. I've never thought of it like that, Melissa, but I think so. And it seems kind of cold in a way if you're not used to hearing spirits like I am. Um, it is matter of fact. It's just kind of a matter of fact. Well, you know what? Yep, they got me. They got what they wanted. They killed me, and yeah, but I'm here now. And honestly, so many times, spirit is like, well, you know, it's kind of nice on this side. I don't really miss my life on Earth. You know, I don't miss that. It's awful. And I do apologize. I can't plug my phone into the charger. So if my phone dies and the live shuts down, I apologize. But I don't know how long my phone will last on a live. It's been a half hour, so that's good. So far, so good. Shelly, that's a good question. Shelly says, do spirits follow me? Yes, they do, and they follow you too. Not to scare you. It's not a scary thing, but uh-oh, what's happening? Something's happening over here. Okay, there we go. They do. So like when I do a reading, you know, I used to do readings out and about, you know, wherever. I'd meet up with you and we would do readings at a location. Pretty much every time those spirits would keep talking to me throughout the night. Sometimes they would stay for long periods of time, and I have to ask the spirits to leave. And most of the time it was a positive spirit. It wasn't anything negative. But they do. And it's real easy. You just tell them to go. It's very, very simple. You don't have to be a psychic to tell spirits to leave. All you need to say is, okay, time to go. You've spent some time here. Go ahead and go. I am not wanting you here in my presence anymore. Please leave my property. Please leave, you know, whatever you want to say. And they'll go. Most of the time they'll go. It's not really a problem. It's a problem if you get one who's sticking around. I've had spirits kind of like beg me to stay because they have more messages for somebody, their loved one. So in that kind of case, what I would do is text the person and go, hey, your loved one's been here for 5 days and they are just not going away. So, you know, you can either do another reading or, you know, I don't know, but I do ask them to leave. So I'll do some saging, I'll do some spraying, I'll do some rocks, and just meditating. Just talk to the spirits. They don't want to be a bother, but they'll also really try and talk to you. Okay, let's talk about this thing. So if you haven't seen the picture, it's on my it's in my community page. This is Kevin, my son's friend. Maybe ex-friend at this point, right, Ben? We'll see. Maybe. That's another story. So this is in Santa Cruz, California. This house is right on the beach on West Cliff Drive. And Kevin lived here with his dad and the dad's girlfriend. And someone asked about the history of the house. So the original owners of this house were druggies, like big time drug addicts, like, you know, in the 60s when people were doing all kinds of crazy drugs. I don't even know what kind, but big partying at this house. Heroin, you know, really serious drugs were happening at this location. Now, I went to this house after seeing this picture because I wanted to see if I could see anything while I was there. I didn't feel anything when I was there. Which, okay, hold on. I'm getting some visions at the very moment. Getting some visions. Okay. I am being shown that this entity was hiding when I went there. And that kind of goes along with what I'm feeling. Okay, so the first time Ben sent me this picture, I thought this picture, I'll show you what I thought this looked like right here. I thought it looked like this guy. I thought it looked like the Cheetos guy. That's what I thought. I thought it looked like a cat. I'm like, it's a cat. It's some weird cat in the picture. But you know, when you see those things, it's like two pictures in one. I looked at this picture and I'm like, oh, it's a Cheeto cat. That's weird. But then I looked at it a little closer and it kind of popped out. It's really, you can't really see it. This is a bad printout of it. Okay, I'm getting chills. This is, I would say I'm 95% sure this is two people, two entities, two faces. I see two faces. I see one leaning out a little bit, and I see one holding on to the other one a little bit. And so what is this? It looks evil to me, but it's not. I don't believe these entities were evil. Here's what I think, though. I think, okay, Spirit's confirming with me already as I'm about to say this. These, I think they're babies or little people. These were involved in something really, really bad. Something bad happened to these things. And that's the negativity and the darkness I see in this image. And I think that's what Kevin was feeling. Kevin was feeling not good, kind of just doesn't feel good, something hanging around. It's not because these things were negative energy, but they experienced their negative energy. So, being that these entities went through something horrific, they have that negative energy with them, just like I've said. So these two little things needed to cross over. And I don't know if Kevin ever lit a candle. I don't know if my son's in the room. Probably not. Let me see. Benjamin, are you here? These things just needed to cross over. They're kind of stuck in limbo. And I'm waiting for a response to see from Spirit if they have crossed over. Just waiting for any kind of information on them right now. These feel really, really old to me. This happened a long, long time ago. And as I'm talking, I'm trying to connect with them, with the energy, to see if I can get any other information. I feel sad for these little entities. And although they're not suffering at this time, they feel scared to me, and they don't know what to do. And that's why they were hiding when I went to this house. They were hiding. But if this ever happens to you, if you see something in a photo you've taken, try not to panic. And It can be, yeah, I think they were siblings, Scout. I think so. I think they were siblings, and it just makes me so, so sad. Try not to panic when you see something in the background of a photo and it looks like a face. I hate seeing faces in a photo if it's not a person. I don't do well with faces. I'm a chicken. I am scared to death. I am scared of what I see. And I don't know. Well, I think it's because I'm worried they want to talk to me. I don't want to talk to everybody. I don't, I have to calm myself down, honestly. But try not to panic. Now, I have the most freaking amazing pictures that I'm going to get from Benjamin because he's he's putting my hard drive from 2 different laptops onto an external hard drive, and he's mailing that back to me. I have photos on there that are shocking that I took, and it involves Jonathan. And an interaction with my son who's special needs. Jonathan interacting with spirit. And I have the pictures of the spirits looking at him. It's incredible. It's absolutely incredible. And it has to do with World War II airplanes. We were always going to see airplanes because I love airplanes. Jonathan loves airplanes. Benjamin loves airplanes. And so we would, I've been to a lot of air museums and stuff. Anyway, wait till you see these pictures. When I get them, I will post them on my community page and probably do a screenshot and then zoom in on them, because when I took these photos at this airplane museum, I just snapped the photos because Jonathan was waving. He was waving at something up in an airplane that was parked. And I'm like, what is it, Johnny? And so I took this wasn't even was it my phone? I don't know if it was my phone or an actual camera, but I just held it above my head because I couldn't really see up there because, these planes are tall. And so I just held the phone up and took a bunch of photos, and I couldn't see them at the time. But when I got home and I put them on the computer, I about fell out of my chair. I almost fell out of my chair. And I've shown people, they're speechless. I have a sister, and she's so terrified of spirit. She doesn't want to talk about it. She's had experiences. She's like my mom. They don't want to discuss it. Doesn't exist, whatever. What I did, I sent her one of the pictures, and I said, "Oh, I took this picture of Johnny at the airplane museum because it looks like he's in the picture in the airplane." She goes, "Oh, look at him. He's so cute." I said, "Ha! You do see it. That's not Johnny. That's a ghost. Johnny was standing next to me." She's like, "God damn you." I said, "See, I'm telling you, this stuff is real." It was hilarious. It was such a fun moment scaring my sister. Oh my gosh. Yeah, amazing pictures. So I can't wait to get those to you guys. Hi, Diana. Welcome. So, yeah. Well, she needed Depends, and she needed therapy after that, my sister. But, when that happens, that's Spirit's way of saying, "Hey, I want to connect with you. I want you to see me. I want you to acknowledge me. I'm ready for someone to see me. I'm ready to get a message out to somebody, my loved one or whomever, whatever kind of message." So You guys do better than I do with some of this ghosty stuff. I scream and I run. I can't handle everything. It freaks me out. It just does. Um, there was a time when I was working at school. So many stories, so many stories. It involves a lot of different spirits. There are Native American spirits at this location of the school. It's on a burial ground in Indian tribe. This is also where I lived my entire life up till recently. My home was also on a Indian burial ground. Um, it's the things are just insane. Hi Bonnie, I'm just reading your message. I'll give you messages from spirit as long as they talk, as long as they communicate with me. Absolutely, no problem. Oh, Scout, that's interesting. Yeah. And Scout is saying she had an incident at her pharmacy where there was a woman that looked just like her mom. Her mom passed about 7 years ago, and Scout was crying. Yes. What is that? Why does that happen? That's your loved one. Our loved ones can really temporarily get into the body of other people and physically make them look like our loved one. Not literally, but to the point where you look at this stranger and go, I know you're in there. I see you. I see you, Mom. I see you in this woman's body right now. And it's through the eyes. And it's, okay, Spirit's saying yes. And some spirits have more ability to do this than others. Not all spirits don't have equal ability. Let me just say that. And sometimes some spirits don't get their ability to do this for a long time. I'm just reading your messages here. Okay. Diana, I'm just reading your message. I'll try and I'm open to this person if they are past, if they want to come into my presence, but otherwise I'm gonna keep going. Also, I'm getting off track again, I know, but my mind's spinning. So if I get one spirit in here in my presence, it's gonna it blocks off all the other spirits. They're kind of like they wait in line for me. They don't overcome each other. They don't push each other out of the way. It's some sort of hierarchy or respect thing they do on the other side where they wait. I just saw movement. Oh, it's the cat. Okay. God. Marshmallow, you scared me. Okay. Someone's getting into my body. Okay. Okay, let me read this. Yeah, so Robin's asking, do they know if you're thinking about them? Yeah. So spirits know everything about us. They're not all knowing like God, but they know everything about me. They know everything about you. That's just how it is on the other side. There's nothing shameful. It's just facts. Here's how Audrey is. This is her rundown. This is how Robin is. This is her rundown. These are just facts. So this is how I get information as a psychic medium, because if I'm channeling someone, that spirit can go down the block and get information on so-and-so and give it to me instantly. It's instant. And like I mentioned before, they don't necessarily have to talk out the sentence. They don't have to tell me verbatim what they've learned. What spirit does is they take this box of information and just go, there you go. They throw it in my lap, and now I know it. Now I have that information just as a lump. They drop the lump of information into my brain, and now I have it. And that's how I channel. So our loved ones, anytime our loved ones want to visit us, they know everything. They know what we've been up to. They know that we've thought about them a million times. They know everything. I'm going later today. I just heard a noise. Later today, I'm going to a cemetery I've not been to before. I don't particularly want to go, but I'm going for my dad. Apparently, my grandfather is buried at this cemetery. I don't care to see my grandfather. I don't care anything about him. He tried to kill my dad when my dad was 14 years old. But my dad is showing some interest. I don't think my dad's ever seen his dad's plot. But my dad is sharing some interest. Ooh, do a live at a cemetery. That's a great idea. I would love that. I'm going to write that down. I would love to do a live from a cemetery. I'm hearing a noise again. I hope that's the other cat. Yeah, I would love to do that. Yes, I'll do that. Thank you. Thank you for that. That's a wonderful idea. I'll do it. So I'm going to go see my grandfather. Again, I don't care anything about this man. Audrey, you're a psychic medium. You're supposed to be compassionate, and he was just a human being. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I've never cared, and I still don't care. He hurt my loved one. He hurt my father. Audrey, you're supposed to forgive people. I don't. Wait till you read my book on forgiveness. Forgiveness is not a responsibility. Forgiveness is not a must. And I know that is so different than everyone else thinks. If you don't forgive in your heart, then you're not gonna fulfill your life's destiny. You're not gonna be able to live your best life. That's not true. That is not true at all. That's right, Bonnie. Some people are not forgivable. Some things are not forgivable. I feel fine about it. I feel fine not forgiving people. Some people. There's been a lot of things I forgive, but there are some things that are just not forgivable. And the fact that my grandfather has never come and tried to explain anything or apologize, I mean, he's just not. And it's interesting because on both sides of my family, both my mom and my dad, their parents, their entire families, I don't care for. Both of my parents, all of their loved ones, there's very few relatives that I have that I am willing to communicate with. Yeah, so that's that. I'm going to go see this man. I will take some photos to see if there's any spirits hanging around. Yeah, he had a hard childhood, but you know what? So did a lot of other people on the planet. And they didn't try and kill anybody. So we'll see how that goes. My husband's texting me. Sorry, can't answer you right now, Bubba. Can't answer you. So yeah, I have pictures of Jonathan engaging with spirit from his past. From his past. If you guys want to email me a photo that you would like me to feature on a live, or feature on my community page, you can email me photos of spirits or whatever, strange entities or energies or mist and different things. Email me. My email is really easy. It's audreyonline@yahoo. audreyonline@yahoo. That's my email. You can email any photos there. And yeah. I want to make sure I got everything. I just watched a quick clip on YouTube of the coronation. And it showed that Katy Perry was at the coronation. The thing that caught my eye about Katy Perry at the coronation was she was wearing Vivienne Westwood jewelry, which is a London-based designer who just passed, actually, not too long ago. I just have a problem with these celebrities. You know, I just want to say, if you have money, that's fantastic. I'm sure you earned it. I'm sure you know, blood, sweat, and tears, you earned that money. But please be responsible, you celebrities. Be responsible with that money. How about some people? Gift some money for kids to go to college. Gift some money for kids who are in the hospital. I'm not saying anything bad about Katy Perry, but it just really triggered me. It hurts my soul so much, because if I had money, I do help people out, and so does my husband. You know, he does a lot of work for free, for certain people, you know, and I think we just need to remind ourselves to really be grateful and responsible for the money that you do have. And I'm not saying you have to give every month to people in Africa. There's a lot of people here in our own towns, our own state, our own country that could benefit from having some financial help. And again, I think it's very irresponsible for celebrities doing and showing off. That's the part I don't like. Enjoy your money, but you know, it's up to you to show it off, but please just be responsible and help out some fellow human beings, okay? It would make the world such a better place, and you never know how you're affecting the future of our world by helping out some people. So I just wanted to say that about Katy Perry. I'm just reading a comment. Do I have spirits that can help me find victims of sex and human trafficking, or is it not able? Well, Melissa, you have a gift, and when we have gifts, they're from the divine, they're from God, they're from our higher power, they're from the universe. Like, for example, me, I'm not all-knowing. I use my gift to the best of my ability in this way. For example, right now, I'm using my gift right now to just talk with you guys and educate you on the things I know, the things I've been shown. So, Melissa, use your gift to the best of your ability in the way you can. So you may have a desire to interact with spirits to help victims. But like you said, you're really good at timeline creations and knowing things. So maybe you need to do a collaboration with somebody. Maybe you need to work for an investigator. I think you have a really logical mind. And especially as a woman, that is a gift because we're not logical a lot of times. We run on emotion. Okay, I'm just reading a message. I have a question for you. Accidentally died from an overdose, my husband in 2020. Do they go on to a better place? Or do they go to a bad place? Hi, Jenny. Welcome. Jenny, I don't think I've ever talked to you before, but welcome. Thanks for your question. This is a great question. My loved one accidentally overdosed. Yes, maybe they shouldn't have been doing drugs. And they died. Jenny, I will tell you 100% as I'm getting the chills throughout my body, my lower body, now my upper body. Hold on, let me see, Jenny, if this is your husband. Okay, I'm getting full-blown, really, really intense chills right now, all through my body. And I feel like crying. That's that spirit. My heart just took a beat, like a jump. People who have overdosed, and I've channeled a lot of people that have accidentally overdosed, they don't go to a bad place, honey. They don't, okay? They don't. And I know so many people are so worried. They're so worried their loved one's in a bad place because they did something they shouldn't have been doing, or, whatever the situation is. No, they're not in a bad place at all. In fact, I'll tell you, most of the time, spirit, when I talk to them and they've overdosed, they're like, I'm so stupid. I was just so stupid. I wasn't thinking. I was drunk and I didn't know how many pills I popped. And I'm saying it kind of in a funny way, but that's how they are. They're kind of comical about it. They're like, well, that was dumb. Well, kind of thing. Well, I'm sure my wife or my loved one's probably, pissed at me for dying by my, accidentally. Oh, Jenny. Okay, so why would he tell me to go away when I try and channel him? Jenny, that's probably not him you're talking to. I would have to talk to you and hear your voice, Jenny. I need to hear your voice to interpret the energy this entity's putting through you. It's really weird how this works, but I can hear and see spirit through your voice. It's complicated, I know. I've never had a loved one say, get away. I don't want to talk to you. I'm not gonna talk to you. If spirit's not available to talk to you, or if they just don't want to talk to you, Jenny, they don't come into your presence. They don't tell you to get lost. They don't tell you to stay away. But again, it's hard to interpret your text and your message in a chat right here, okay? Because I need to hear your voice inflection. I need to hear you. I need to hear you. And this is why I need to get a laptop so that we can do these live call-in shows. I want to hear your voice. I want to see your face. And I need that. I need that to give you a better answer, Jenny. I'm sorry. Hopefully I'll get a computer soon and we can do these live call-in shows. I need that to help you. So he didn't leave on good terms. Yes, Jenny, yes. This is why I do what I do. And I'm sorry he left on bad. You guys weren't on good terms when he passed. But Jenny, I don't want you to live your life upset. Don't. He's fine. I'm telling you, he's fine. There's no hard feelings on the other side. In fact, okay, here comes Spirit again. Hold on. Someone's trying to talk to me. You know, your loved one, Jenny, and I'm feeling this from Spirit, was just troubled. But that was just his human flesh that was troubled. It's not his soul that's troubled. Our loved ones are fine. And, Jenny, I don't think you're connecting with him. I think your human flesh is interfering with the knowledge of you and him not having a close, healthy relationship at the time of his death. You're guilting yourself into thinking he's telling you to go and that he doesn't want to talk to you. You're just getting a little confused. You're getting your wires crossed. Your emotional self is kind of taking over this conversation with him. But Jenny, let's make sure, Jenny, when I start doing the live shows with voice and video. Okay, what's this say? Okay, let me acknowledge two things real quick. So Jenny, yeah, you're fine, Jenny. You are fine. Let go of the burden of the guilt. You can talk to this person all day, all night. He can hear you, even if he's not in your presence. You need to let go of the guilt. You're not responsible for him, and he's fine. You did nothing wrong. I don't care if you guys were arguing and he got arrested and he had to go to rehab. I don't know. Let it go, though. He's fine, okay? You need to live your life healthy and happy. He's fine. Things ended on a negative note, yes. But he's not suffering. So, Melissa, yeah, I've had spirits in a comical way so many times asking me, hey, can you hear me down there? I'm right here, lady. Can you hear me? Can you see me? Yeah, spirits want confirmation sometimes. Hey, am I doing this right? Because maybe they haven't channeled before. I think it's hard for spirits to find somebody to channel, to jump into their body so you can see them and hear them. Scout, thank you so much for jumping in today and assisting me. I'm so grateful for the time you've spent helping me and helping out everyone else in the chat. Scout, thank you. I appreciate your time so much. Yeah, the spirit wanted an audition. We have to remind each other, and I think we do that here on my channel. You're okay. I'm okay. Let go of the guilt. It hurts when someone dies, and especially when it's an unsettled relationship. But I'm telling you, Jenny and everyone else, we can clear up this pain. We can clear up the uncertainty about our future, even though our loved ones passed. We are going to get through this together. You can repair a relationship even though your loved one has passed. Thanks, Jenny. You can repair that relationship with your loved one even though he's gone. You can repair it. You can apologize for your part in the relationship. It's okay. It's okay. And I think, Jenny, you will hear from him and you will hear his voice. You will hear him and you will know it's him. This person that you're hearing is not him. It's actually yourself that you're hearing. It's almost like an echo. You're kind of getting an echo back, like a boomerang of your hard emotions that you're feeling. Okay, my computer just went black. Okay, there we go. Okay, I'm back. Well, thank you, Scout. I'll just make you a permanent moderator then, if you don't mind. Thank you. All right, you guys, I got to get going because I'm heading down to that cemetery. I've never been to this cemetery before. And thank you again for the idea of doing a live from a cemetery. I will check out this cemetery. Am I saying it right? Cemetery. And see if there's a place I can like sit down and chat and all that. So thank you, Scout. Thank you, ladies, all of you for hanging out with me today. It's a small group right now, and that's fine. That way we can have more intimate conversations as we have. So I appreciate you guys so much. You mean everything to me. Okay, remember that. And you are fine. Your loved ones are fine. Okay, they're at peace on the other side. All right, you guys, take care. I'll see you soon. I just have to figure out how to hang this up. Okay, bye.